There we go. Remote your device to your phone. Can you see me? Do I see any comments? Anybody on there? Finished. We should be going good. Why? Okay. 1. I think I'm going good. Okay. So we're gonna go and get started. I'm looking at this camera. It don't look like it's doing the right thing with me today. But hold on, let me make sure that it is there. There it is. Now it's on. All right, great. So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to some of you. Some of you over in Germany, I know that the time is a little bit different. And some of you far off in those other areas over there as well. And I say good evening to my South American friends. Hey, I'm here, Big J here with Believing in New You. Okay, with Salad Master. So today, we got a few things going on. First of all, I'd just like to thank the Crawfords, okay, for their, 40, I think they've been like 49 years married. They got me beat. So I'd like to thank them for my hat. How you like it, huh? So he squared me right away with that. So I'd like to thank them for that as well. And I'd like to thank you all for just joining me today. So today, we got a few things going on today. Okay, today we're going to be working on a Italian pasta salad. Okay, Italian pasta salad. So you know that this month we're dealing with salad month, and as we do every month, it's salad month. So and it's all about making a better choice of eating. Okay, so we know that it's time to make different choices of eating. Some of our habits we have to get rid of. Some of them that we like, some of them we don't. Okay, so a lot of us will start off this year saying that we're going to make a difference in the way that we eat and the difference that we do things. So we start off this year with just doing this here every Saturday. So you'll see me here every Saturday fixing a more of a healthy meal or a different type of meal. Okay, something that's going to save you a lot of calories and everything in there. And we got a group in Wilmington Island over there near Savannah. So they'll be on that as well. So I'll be doing it over there as well. And also here. Okay, so I'm just ready to get back on board over there at Wilmington Island. But you know, with this COVID-19, you know, everything kind of shuts down. So we can't go over there and do things. But we should start having a few of them coming on site as well and be able to see it from their homes from here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to start off, first thing first. Okay, first of all, I got my hands clean. I put my foil over here so that I can wrap it for all those people that come over and get it. And just like I say every time when we do the show, after the show, you're invited to come by, swing by to get your advertisers, get a chance to advertise whatever I make in each show. And even with the advertisements, you get to see it and you get to taste it and see if it tastes like yours. You know, I start posting on there ahead of time what I'm going to make so that you can make yours and you can see the difference and see if anything is exactly the same way that you make yours or just different. Okay, but I know mine might be a little different kick in it, but that's okay. You know, you just add the way that you like to, what you like to do with it. Okay, so with this pasta salad today, I will be making my own dressing as well to show you how I make my dressing. Now, you may make yours in a different way, but I'll show you how I make my dressing, and we're going to get that dressing done as well. So now, without further ado, I already washed my hand, but I will wash them again real quick so we can get started cutting everything up and getting it going. Okay, so it's been a long week for some of you and for all of us, but we'll still get through this week. It's finishing up. We got about a couple more days before that week is finished. So as you know, the first and the third Saturdays we do our salads. We talk about the salads, and also the second and the fourth Saturday we actually do more of a fuller meal. Okay, so today start with our pasta salad. Now the first thing what I did, I got my pasta, but I already cooked it so they can save me time, so I won't have to be sitting in there trying to cook my pasta. And with this pasta salad, I'm going to make enough for at least 8 good meals, but it's going to be enough for everybody else to actually get a sample, those that come in to get samples. So I got my noodles, I cooked them up. As you can see, they're all cooked up. And what I do, I try not to cook them so they're so hard, but also so they got a good texture, okay? And once they finish cooking, then what I do, I run the cold water on them so that they will not, let me just go with this here bowl here. I run the cold water on them so that they will not overcook, and they will continue to stay loose and ready to go. Okay, so hopefully I have enough today. So as you can see, I got them in a bowl here, and now we're gonna get started. So the first thing that I want to do here in my salad, as I'm sitting it there, I should make my dressing first. But the first thing I want to do here, I want to add in some onions. So right here I have a red onion. So I need about, for what I'm going to make today, I need about a half an onion, okay, to make this with. Now, like I say, if you like onions, you want to make more, you want to put more in there, you can do more. You know, it's up to you. But like I said, we're gonna just do a half an onion today, half a red onions, which everybody know that red onions is actually good for you. And I love my onions. The only thing that I don't like about onions is when it makes me cry. Okay, how me cry because it's telling me that, you know what, you want to cut me, I'm gonna make you cry for me. Okay, so but I don't want to cry, but sometimes I do. So let me get my throw bag over here, and every time, as you know, I usually have a throw bowl. So what I just use my strainer for my throw bowl today. And like I told you before, when you get your like you're using your vegetables and everything, don't throw them out there in the trash. Throw them out there in your yard. Okay, throw them out there in the garden so you can use it as compost. All right. So that's one thing that I like to do with mine. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna take this onion and I'm gonna cut it up. I can cut it real fine, or I can just cut it in chunks here a little bit, so I can put it. And you know what I think I would do? I think I'll put this to the side because I want to decorate this salad so that you'll be able to see it. So let me grab a plate real quick. Be able to put everything right there. Whoa. Right there, as you can see, as I cut it. So I'm gonna just take this here, and wow. And I'm just gonna cut that a little bit. Just cut me some onions, little onions with that, and I should have cut it in a different direction. Get out of there chunks. Some people like bigger chunks, some like smaller chunks, and I just don't like the way that I just cut that, but that's okay. I'll take those big chunks and eat them later with some salt. But we're gonna take these here, and I'm just gonna go with this here and just dice my onions up, okay? And I'm just gonna slice them really thin, okay? Really thin, so that just enough so that they can bring that taste to my salad. Now, some people like theirs in big chunks, like I said, and some like them in smaller chunks. But I got mine in just a little bit thinner slices, so you can see. Now, another thing you see, that whenever you're cutting, you got to be very, very careful. Okay, so you don't want to cut your fingers when you're doing this here. Now, I don't usually start crying until I cut the ends off, and that's what I just did. So it's gonna start putting out right now, pretty soon. So I want to go and cut that and get that ready for my salad before I start putting it out. Now, another thing, we talked about olive oil last time. Okay, today you will see me with a different type of olive oil, but you will still see me with my same olive oil too that I use a lot. Okay, and the reason for it, just to show the difference, and I didn't want to use up my other one. Okay, that's the whole reason for it. So I'm going to take these here chunks. I'm going to put them in here. They won't go to waste, but at least I'll put them in here out the way. So that's going to go over here. Get that out the way for right now. My throw bowl. I got my onions here. I said about a half an onion, and so that should make a plenty for what I want to make out of it. And when I make my Italian pasta salad, this is how I like to have my onions, just like that. Some of you may like little squares in yours, but I think I can get more of the nutrients and everything out of my onion when I have them like that. I think I'll cut just another little piece off of it because I do like onions. Okay, so a quarter of it I threw away. So here I got the other one. We're gonna make this here one happen. So thin slice, thin slice, thin slice. Okay. And if you want more, you can do more, but it's up to your taste. But we're gonna do this here salad like this. There we go. So, got that. So I got my onions. So as you can see, this is going to be very flavorful. That's if I put them all in there. Okay, so we got our onions in here, ready for this here. And next I know I'm going to need some cucumbers for this here. I would need some cucumbers for it. And we can cut those in little squares, or I can just use my machine, which is going to save me time, and use it and cutting this here. And I don't need probably about a half of this here when I'm doing my the cucumbers. So I'll just make these here cuts, and it'll just save me some time in cutting. Probably about a half a cucumber. And I like using my that should be a thing. Okay, I like using the English cucumbers because the peels are not as tough. Okay, on the English cucumbers, and I like them because, for one, the peels are not as tough, and they just taste a little different for me. Okay, so I got my cucumbers. That should be enough. Got that, and I might put just a few more in there because you never know how many coming over. Now, we're located, if you want to come by the connection point and grab you a sample of this here, we're located on what's that? 116 Patriots Drive? No, 116 Patriots Trail. Okay, you can come by, swing over here. You can get you a. You can come over here. You can get you a salad. Come and get your sample of the salad, and just keep on rolling. Okay, I have one of the young guys here from my mentoring organization. He's here with me, and he will be there to take out your plate. It's like a curb by. Okay, here, take out your little sample, and you can just keep on pushing. All right. So when I got that on there, so next what I'm going to add to there. Okay, we're going to add us a little bit of already cut up my red bell peppers. Now what I have here is fresh red bell peppers. Okay, you can get them, and a lot of people like roasted. You know, like to roast them and have them roasted, and it's just roasted and drained and put in there. But I have fresh bell peppers today. I like my fresh bell peppers, so that's what I put in mine. So if you you know, you want to put your roasted ones in there, you can still put your roasted ones in there. But I'm just using fresh ones today. Okay. Another thing that I'm using today, I got my black olives. What I did, I started cutting them up. Got my black olives so that I could put in there as well. Okay, and which give it another extra kick. Now, something that I love, the fresh mozzarella balls right here. And with those, okay, I usually use the block or the other mozzarella, and then I can cut it and break it to pieces. But with these here mozzarella balls, once you put them in there and you put them to the side, you can also, when you eat your pasta salad, and they all already there, and they're not all mushed off in the salad. Okay, so mozzarella balls are good. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do, I got that on there, and my next thing I want to add to this salad, okay, is we have our tomatoes. Okay, we want to add our tomatoes to the salad because that's gonna help kick it off. Okay, I know some people, the thing about tomatoes, we read about it, we learn about the tomatoes that tomatoes are not good for you. Okay, we know that it's not an anti-inflammatory. It causes your rheumatoid, those that has rheumatoid arthritis or those that has arthritis, it causes them to flame up. So we want to make sure that if you got that, then we want to stay away from too many. How does that look? Yeah, we want to stay away from too many tomatoes. Okay, so a lot of people, when they do these here, when they do the salads, and I've seen others do the salad as well, okay, they just cut the tomatoes in like in a circle way and a long way, but these are a little bit longer, so I'm just going to cut them this way and cut them in quarters. Okay, so we get our tomatoes, and it won't take too long in doing this salad, but we're getting them cut here. Now, another thing, since I got that already rolling, we're gonna get ready to make our dressing. Now for this here one, you just need one container of tomatoes. I should have had them cut already, but you just need one container of tomatoes. Okay, and with that one container of tomatoes, that should be enough with a 8-ounce box of noodles. Okay, and we have about 4, I would say right now, looking at the olives, probably about half a cup of olives. I kind of got these things written down. Yes, about a half a cup of black olives. Okay, so like I say, if you want to add you a little bit more, you can. Those that love olives, I love the fresh olives as well, and I love the green olives, but the green olives is like a little bit more saltier. I had some today, but I didn't know that it had the chili peppers in there, and I was thinking it was palmetto, and I got them, and it's like woohoo! Yep, it is nice and hot. Okay, so we got this here, and this here should add up to, I know we should be up to 2 cups. Try to get this here cut up, and we can roll on through here. Okay, a couple more here. Now, if you can get these here with the round ones, you just cut them, one time right down through the middle. But since these here are a bit longer, then I can cut them in 3 to 4 pieces. Okay, so rolling right along for that, got that out the way, and the other ones I'll put to the side so I can eat them later. Okay, so we have our tomatoes. Next, let me just put those in a bowl so I can get those out the way. Have my tomatoes. Okay, and so next I got my parsley. So we want to add parsley in there. Now, those that love parsley, some love parsley, some don't. I like it. It has a unique taste. Okay, and I'm just gonna get just a few little pieces out of there. Okay, and I'm gonna rush these off for a little bit. And we're gonna cut our parsley up. Now, I know last week, I was actually working with that jackfruit in South Carolina, and it turned out really good. That barbecue jackfruit was like on point. So what I'm doing, I got my fresh parsley here, and I think I'll get me a little bit more, because with this here parsley, some people like more than others, but you know what? We make an Italian dish, and we know that we gotta have our fresh parsley. No cilantro today, but we got our parsley. Okay, in this dish, it's usually don't ask for cilantro. Okay, but get that cut. Get this out the way for you. And I like that a little bit finer cut. Okay, so now I have 2 different olives here. And I'll put that right to the side because I'm just going to put that right in the dish. Okay. Now, some of you may have heard of these here olives here. It's a Kalamata olive, and woo! They just put that extra kick, in there. Almost make it feel like you're drunk. Okay, so I got that. The only other thing that I'm gonna put on here, in here now, is is what I can do. And have me a little bit of. I love my garlic, so I'll make sure I get my garlic in there as well. And I think I'll do this little grating with the share of a little garlic with my garlic. I don't have my grater for my garlic, but that's okay. That's a good thing about having this here machine, because I can grate, I can do everything right with it. Okay, so if I don't have my press or my grater, I just do it right with the shear. Okay, so got my minced garlic in there, and we're gonna roll right on through with this here. Okay, so I see that what was that trying to call? I think that's my wife trying to call me, but we're gonna keep on rolling. All right, so here we go. Got that in there. Minced garlic. Get our garlic ablaze on the outside, not on the inside, so you don't have to worry about me cutting my hand. Okay, but we're gonna go on and get this here out the way. So now, one other thing we want to put in there. I'm not a meat eater, you know, but any of your Italian pastas requires Italian salami, right? So what we have here is Italian dried salami. It's what I'm going to be putting in here today. Okay, so what it requires, what it asks for is at least 6 ounces. So I'm just going to go with, I'll just go with my 5 today. Okay, because not all people like myself are meat eaters, but we want to have that. We need to have that in there because that's part of that dish. Okay, so put that there, a little bigger cuts in there. Put that on there, and one last roll of salami. Put that in there, and we will have our dish ready to eat. There, there, and there. Okay, so now let me start setting up my dish. Wow, I gotta put my salami. Make sure we have our salami there. Gonna make sure that we have our parsley here on the side. Okay, I'll make sure everything is there. I'll make sure I got your little tomatoes here. May not look like it's gonna be much, but it's gonna be a plenty. Okay, tomatoes, and got my little black olives here. Okay, I got a couple of whole ones in there, but most of them are just cut. Okay, black olives. Clemente olives. Put you a few of those in there for that Greek Italian taste. Okay, so I put those whole. People like them that way. Okay, and got everything here Now, next, let's go with our onions to the side there. Onions in there, and as we go on, we have to make sure that you gotta make sure we get our cucumbers in there as well. Okay, got cucumbers in there, and like I said, those that like the roasted red peppers. I mean the roasted red peppers. Then you can get them roasted, but I'm gonna put my fresh red peppers right here. The other side, got those in there, and ooh. And last but not least, let me put my little garlic in there. It should require 1 clove, but as you know, I did 2, but 1 clove of pressed garlic. And here I got my pearl mozzarella, and I buy these here. Like I said, these are already in the water, and they still, in its own juices there. And it's the pearl ones, in which I like them fresh like that. Especially when I'm doing this dish. Now you can get the other ones where you can grate up your mozzarella cheese and put in there, but it won't be the same. Okay, so I got that in there, and last but not least, I'll put that to the side. Put my few more olives here. Put this to the side as I make my sauce. You see that? Okay, I got all my colors in there, ready to go. All right, so let me get my sauce. Get started with the sauce here. So with my sauce, gonna add just to do something a little bit different there. And I like to make my own sauce because there's so many. And as you know, like I told you before, old mason jar. So I got my old mason jar there. I'm gonna use a half a cup of virgin olive oil. Now, if you like the bold one, you can get that. But the Sharon, I like the Sharon extra virgin olive oil. And like I said, when you're looking at that date, you make sure you can see your, it should have an expiration date on the back, should have a date where it's pressed. So make sure you're looking at all that good stuff there. So I say a half a cup. So me measuring my half a cup, you know, I'm always doing the most. So I don't have my cup here, but I'm just gonna measure it. That's about a half a. All that's not, then I just drink it up, right? No. Okay, add me a little bit more in there. Okay, so got me a half a cup extra virgin olive oil, and we have usually those tablespoons and everything too. I think I got my teaspoon here. Yeah, I just used this here because I didn't bring my other one. So I want to put what I have here is a mayonnaise. I have my Vegenaise, okay, but when I had the Vegenaise, I was thinking, what do you just put my Vegenaise in there if I'm already putting meat in there as well? So right here, I am using my mayonnaise. Just use a teaspoon of mayonnaise. My fingernails are not that long anymore. Kind of keep them down, but I'm just getting this little, there you go. Got it off of there. So it asked for a tablespoon of mayonnaise, and usually I just put a little bit less, but I can still bring it up there a little bit. And hefty. Okay, got my mayonnaise. The one I'm using here, I'm just using Duke's. Okay, you can use whichever one you like. Okay, so I got my mayonnaise, and so it asks for 1/4 cup. I like using this grated, the grated Italian style right here, Parmesan cheese. Okay, and so I'm just gonna put me a little bit of, let's say half a cup, but I don't need a half a cup. Okay, I don't need that much in there. All right, next, I see my salt. What I'm using for salt, I'm using Himalaya salt. Okay, the Himalaya salt. That's a better salt than a regular iodine salt. And I'm just putting a half a teaspoon in there. And those that want to put a little more in there, you can. That's the great thing about making your own dressing. So you put it to your taste. Okay, and also tablespoon of pepper. So what I'm just going to use is half a tablespoon of pepper. Got my pepper in there. Okay, now instead of using oregano, you could use oregano. Oregano is good as well for this here. But what I'm using here, I'm using the Italian season. The Italian season has oregano, the parsley, and it has the other different ones that I like, rosemary and everything in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my spoon of that. Here we go. Okay, so now that I got that dry parsley, dried basil, let me see what I have on my list, make sure I got everything. Fine black pepper, blah, 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 blah. Garlic. Okay, so we all love our garlic. You know, I eat garlic so much. I even used to try it raw because my grandmother used to eat it raw, so I tried it, but it just didn't work right with me. Okay, so, but I do love it with everything else other than just taking it and just throwing a little salt on it and eat it raw. I'm not into that one yet, but who knows? I might get there. I say it makes your heart healthy, so I might do that one day. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get one clove here and just finely cut it again, cut it real fine here, and put that in there, because when you cut it fresh like that and leave it open for a little while, it pulls out the taste a little bit better. Okay, so got that, it's in there, and all I have to do is got that in there. Whoop. And now I need my white vinegar. Okay, white vinegar. It should be like 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. And that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little more because I like that zestier taste. Okay, and as you notice, that's what my mayo taste. Okay, got that in there, and this should be one thing. The sugar. What I'm using today, I'm using an organic coconut sugar. Organic coconut sugar. Just a little bit. It's not as sweet. And the only thing it's asking for is a tablespoon anyway. But I'm not trying to stay away from so much sugar. So that's why I'm using my organic coconut sugar. Now with all this said and done, everything is finished. And I'm going to put it in my mixer here, mix it up, and we're going to be ready to feast. Okay, put that over to the side. And that's the great thing about my mason jar, because I just take it and I just shake it up. Shake, 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 shake your booty. Oh, okay. I'm not allowed to sing that. Okay. But, okay, I got it shaking up. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, so now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour it over the salad, and I'm going to toss it up, and it'll be about time for those that are going to come in to start heading this way. But I will show you first what it's going to look like. My dressing, my own dressing. I'll pour it over here, over this here. Move this out the way. Pour it on my salad. Okay. Every little bit get a chance to get, everybody get a chance to get a little bit on there. And as you say, it wasn't that much, but then if you're going to add any more, anything else to it, you can. But as you can see, I got it all over it, and I'm getting ready to toss it, and we're going to get ready to eat. Okay? It don't require me putting any salt in it, because the olives are salty enough. And let me clear off some of my stuff up. I got 2 more mozzarella balls in there. I might as well throw them in there. Throw trash, boom. Put that in the way. Throw that in the trash. And where's my spoons? Try to keep everything kind of cleared up a little bit. Okay, get that out the way. And here we go. Let's toss this a little bit. Get ready to toss it. Toss it. And the noodles, I'm just going to pull the noodles straight from the bottom right up to the top and get to toss it. And you will see how this here turns out. And everybody has a little area over there, so as I toss it around, then I make sure I get everybody some. And the noodles was right there on the bottom, as you can see. Okay. And toss, 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 toss. Okay, so that should be enough tossing. I think I got it all tossed up there. And you get a chance to check everything. See, make sure I got everything, got it apart. And let me add you a little bit on a plate. This is how it looked after it's tossed. Okay, so I'll get ready to add you a little bit on the plate and let you check it out. And I'll let my young man over here, he kind of looking like he really want to be the first to taste it. But the great thing about him, he don't like olives, so therefore I get to eat it all. Okay, so so let me get my plate. And now in the future, you will see a couple of the guys that I mentor, the young boys here, the teenagers, and all. They will be on the show here with me. They'll be making different things here. We're going through some training now on some of the different things that we'll make. And so after you get that, that's it. All right, this is your pasta salad. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to just put them on there. I've had a lot of you has been sending me recipes and different salads and everything. And as you send these recipes, I'm looking at them and I try to figure out, I say, okay, good, this one I'm going to make this week, or I'm going to try this one. So I have one that I will make a tip. Okay, I just have to work with it a little bit. Is a Asian slaw. Okay, the lady sent me the recipe, put it up there and everything. So I said I'm going to try that. But next week, I got Ellie over there, all the way over there in Florida. She sends me her recipes, but I'm going to try something different next week. I'll probably hit that. She did a nice curry chicken. So I'm going to work with that and see how we're going to get that. And also, we may end up doing an apple pie as well. Okay, so we're just going to work that for next week. But I thank you all for joining me today, for coming in and checking us out. And thank you for your time. And I just tell everybody to stay safe out there, continue to do the right thing, continue to eat healthy. Okay, be healthier people, because we all want to be healthy. And some of us, we kind of like got out of that routine when this COVID-19 came about, but it's time to get back in it. Okay, so we have to eat healthy, and hope you all enjoy. And I know everybody probably made their pasta salad along with me, but I hope you enjoy yours as much as I will enjoy mine. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to sell off here and turn out, and I thank you all once again, okay, for coming in there. And I tell you, Miriam, I know you on there, okay, so you didn't get your plate, but I have yours waiting for you. All right, so thank you all for coming out. Let me see, can I see this a little bit? Oh, Loretta, oh, I see a Loretta watching over there. Blanca, okay, Loretta, how you doing today? So I said I'd start coming over here a little closer so I can actually see these names, but once I get my bigger screen, then I can see them all. Okay, so, and I thank you a lot. Oh, Jay, you know what? That used to be my leader. Okay, man, I tell you, thanks. Should I call you, I won't call you Chief, okay, because I think you're retired, but I thank you anyway, Jay, for being on there. Okay, Samantha, oh, wow. Thank you for being on there as well and watching. And I want to go on through the list, but it's a lot of Mr. Lee. Thank you. That's the man with the plans. Mr. Lee on there as well. Okay, Raquel. Whoa, look at that. I like that. So, Renice, thank you. All the way from Mississippi. Oh, in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks. All right, we got this going. Okay, let me see what else I got. Man, I have a whole long list here. So, oh, my sister on there. Money! Hey, got her on there too. Okay, Evans, one of my old soldiers right there on it. Hey, I told y'all, just keep on doing it, right? So if I stay on here, I'll be on here all day. Tay. Hey, what's going on? Thanks, God. Thanks for coming in. Okay, and so as we go on through, okay, like I said, it's a whole list. I thought I'd go through all of them, but it's not. Whoa! I hadn't seen that brother like in years. Okay, well, thank you for coming on also, Denzel. So I thank y'all for just coming on here. I got a whole list of names, but thank y'all for coming on today. And we're going to just eat. All right, here, you can have yours. All right, thank y'all once again. Thanks. Cool, I'm out of here. Big J, out. See you next week. Be with me next week and we'll see what we're going to make. All right, out of here.